Hello and good evening to our first episode of Microsoft Office Word. This particular chapter or this particular video will basically introduce us to the Microsoft Office Word interface and walk us through the various tabs and why the tabs have been named the way they are. So once we finish with that, we will quickly delve into the various or the different tabs in Microsoft Office Word. So without much ado, let's start our application. So in order to do that, if you have the application on your taskbar, you can easily go there, click on it to launch it. If you don't have it on your taskbar, as I have it on mine, you can go to the start button and look through the start menu. If it's not there, you can just start typing Word and automatically it pops up. So I have the 2019 version and the 2013 version on the same machine. You can as well have 2016 or 2010, but the differences are not that huge. So we will be using the 2016 version. So once it opens, you are more or less welcome to the application. So over here we have the home, we have new, we have open, we have history, we have account, feedback and options. If you are using 2016 or 2013, you might see something different, but that shouldn't scare you. So I'll click on blank document to open, and this gives me my blank document template. So over here, this is what we have. From where you see file through to developer, if you don't have yours, that's all right. Developer is a pretty advanced feature, but as you go through, you also get to learn how to use those tabs. So from file to developer, in your case it might be view, we call these tabs. These are tabs. Then over the top where we have document 1, from this section to this particular section is what we normally term as our title bar. So it's the title bar because whenever you save the document, the name of the document remains or shows there. Then over here is what we call the quick access toolbar, and as we move along this series of videos, I will explain why it's called quick access toolbar. Then you can see from this particular session we call this our ruler, and we have the vertical and what horizontal. Then this is where we'll be doing most of our work. So when you go to any individual's room, there are certain common items that cut across many homes. You'll find a TV set, you would find a center table and a chair. So whether you are an advanced user of Word or a beginner, whenever you start using the application, you are found to be using most of the tools under the home tab within these various groups. That is the clipboard group, font group, paragraph group, styles group and editing group. But as you move away from the home tab, you click on the insert tab. It also gives you a list of groups you can use to create professional looking document. Then you move to design, you get a whole set of commands or buttons. So as you move away from the home, you proceed to your right towards the layout, references, mailings, review, view. Then the frequency of its usage decreases. So most often than not, when you ask people about home tab, they'll be able to tell you, okay, this is used for this particular exercise, that is also used for this particular exercise. But as they move away from the home tab towards the mailings and review, then the person is like, hey, I've never used any of the tools under this section. Yes. So our major objective is to make you a Microsoft Office specialist, which more or less gives you the stamp of approval from Microsoft, and upon successful completion of this particular series of videos with us, you'll be able to take the Microsoft exam um, and get your certificate from them in about 35 days after successfully passing the exam. Then when you come down here where you have page 1 of 1, we have 0 words. We normally call that the status or status bar, which reports whatever is happening within our document. Then over this side we have the 3 default views. So currently it's being viewed in print layout. Then this is also being viewed in read mode. Then this can also be viewed in web layout. Then we have our zoom slider. So this is a quick peek into the Microsoft Office Word interface. So what have we learned here? If you want to start the application, you go to your start button, you click on it. If you don't see it within the start menu, you can just type Word. Automatically it pops up. You click to launch it. If you don't have it and you happen to have it on the taskbar, you just go click on it and the application is launched. Once it's launched, you get a welcome screen where I showed you the new the open, you saw feedback, options and accounts. So we take our time to go through all of that as you follow us on Facebook and on YouTube, and you can as well connect with us via WhatsApp. Okay, and we also looked at the various tabs: the home tab, the insert, design, layout, references, and all the tabs have groupings. So the groupings are normally written beneath the group, and there is this line separating one group from the other. So clipboard, font, paragraph, styles, edited. When you go to insert, they also have their various groups. So if you compare insert to home, most of these groups don't have what I call the dialog box launcher. So once you see a dialog box launcher within a group, then it's telling you that we have some additional options which are not found within the face of this group. So from this blue line to the end, this gray thing you see here is what we call the Microsoft ribbon. So I can minimize it, then it's off. I click on it, it comes. If I want to pin it, I click, then it's pinned. So the next videos that we will be looking at, we take our time, pick the tab, pick the groups, and discuss what it's being used for. So thank you very much for your time, and hope to catch you in our next video. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So we're going to close our application by just clicking on the close button here. Then there you have it. God bless, and please keep sharing, and we would appreciate your feedback in the comment section on our social media handles. Enjoy the rest of your evening.